Morning student, how are you today? Good? Okay, really good. But before that, it will be better if we pray together. Pray begin. Okay? But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Ariani and you can call me Gusnita. So, do you remember of the previous of material? Yes? Okay. What is it? Procedure text? Yes, right. Procedure text is a text that explains or helps us how to make or use something. So today is about narrative text. Narrative text is a form of spoken or written text that tells a story of one or more characters who face certain situations made with the aim of entertaining the readers. The types of narrative text such as legend, fable, fairy tale, folklore, short story, fantasy, life drama, classic, adventure, science, fiction, myth, and mystery. Okay, there are the purpose of narrative text. The purpose is, as already mentioned above, the main purpose to entertain the reader or some people, especially narrative text students, they can work to entertain and at the same time foster an expression for the noble values that are held by the surrounding community, such as heroism, loyalty, obedience, and respect for parents, church, or son. So, there are the general structure. The general structure, the narrative text is 1. Orientation. Orientation is introduce the characters, place, time of the story. And 2. Evaluation. Evaluation is provides an assessment of the situation and condition of the story. And 3. Complication. Complication is describes the crisis that occurred to the main character. 4. Resolution. Resolution is the crisis ends well or not well for the end of the story. And 5. Reorient. Reorient is give general reasons or comments, pay attention. Okay student, there are the language features of the narrative text. 1. Grammar. Grammar is use simple past and past continuous tense. And 2. Direct and direct sentence. And 3. Vocabulary. Objects or action related to the life or story characters. And 4. Adverbs connecting time, such as first, then, after, that, before, at last, finally, and so on. And 5. Adverbs and prepositional time, such as a long time ago, one day, in the morning, the next day, immediately, and so on. And 6. Use of singular and plural nominal correctly, with or without a, the, this, that, those, my, their, and so on. And 7. Speech and stress intonation. And 8. Spelling and function.
Okay student, it is one of example of narrative text. It's about the ugly duckling. A little duckling was terribly unhappy because he thought he was the ugliest amongst all his brothers and sisters. They did not play with him and titilled the poor ugly duckling. One day he saw his reflection within the water and cried, "Nobody likes me, I'm so ugly." He decided to go away from home and went far off into the woods. Deep within the forest, he saw a cottage in which there lived an old lady, her hen and her cat. The duckling stayed with them for a few times. However, he was sad there and shortly left. Once the winter set in, the poor duckling nearly froze to death. A peasant took him home to his woman and kids. The poor duckling was afraid of the kids and escaped. The ugly duckling spent the winter in a very marshy lake. Finally, spring arrived. One day, the duckling saw a gorgeous swan swimming within the lake and fell in love with her. Then again he remembered how everybody made fun of him, and he bent his head down in shame. He was astonished. He wasn't an unsightly duckling and longer, but a handsome young swan. Now he knew why he had looked so completely different from his brothers and sisters. They were ducklings, but I used to be a baby swan, he said to himself. He married to Georgia's swan and lived happily ever once. Okay, student. Uh,
Okay, student. Miss Hope, will you uh, exercise the narrative text in your home? So, uh, I'm so sorry for my mistake, and see you.